Hi guys, this is Shelby here at George Moore Chevrolet, and we have a special guest today, Charlie. And then we're also with Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, Lieutenant Will, and Greg from K9 for Warriors. And we're super excited to talk about their new program and new member of the task force today. So why don't you guys tell us a little bit about how that got started?
Yeah, so I'm the administrative lieutenant here in District 2, and one of my ancillary assignments is the Critical Incident Stress Management Officer-Involved Shooting Team. So that team is comprised of officers who have been in a shooting and have a passion for helping officers who are in shootings to navigate through that process, both emotionally and procedurally, because there's a lot that goes on after, it's a traumatic event, and then there's a lot that goes on afterwards. So I got introduced to Greg about to see what we could learn from them and their program. And I went down and toured the facility with him, and he shared a lot about what they do, and just brought up about the benefits of bringing a dog to a critical incident scene. And I'll let Greg speak more on it, but there's a lot of research that shows how the dogs can lower stress and just kind of ground people to let them, help them navigate through that process. So he sent me some research on it, some literature, and so I made a proposal at my chain of command, and it got approved. And thanks to a lot of partnerships like you all who help with the expense of Charlie here, we were able to get her. And in fact, so the day that we got her, we had an officer-involved shooting that night, and she was great. The officers love her. She definitely helps. And so that's where we're at. And that was about a month ago.
So I started at K9s for Warriors in 2015 as a warrior trainer, and the idea behind the warrior trainer program is mentoring, peer support for veterans that have PTSD, TBI, or MST, and we show them how to use their dogs in a setting. You probably see us all over town with our vans and our warriors and our service dogs. I started doing that, and then I've kind of progressed all my way through different positions there at K9s, and then ultimately fell into the station dog program. And I was former law enforcement myself and in the military, and all the experience that we have with our service dogs, we know what kind of benefits they give our warriors. And in 2020, we started really kind of dabbling in how do we help first responders, and how do we lower the suicide rate and the trauma rate for first responders. And with that, the station dog program was born. And so we started in the beaches with Atlantic, Neptune, and Jax Beach, and then segued over into Jacksonville, and then further and further out. We just keep growing and growing and growing, and our partnerships with JSO, JFRD, all the agencies that we work with are extremely important to us.
That's great. Yeah, you guys have a good partnership, a great network of people. I guess kind of tell us maybe why are you passionate about doing this?
Sure. So it correlates with all of our missions. So we rescue dogs. Most of our dogs are going to be a rescue. Actually, Charlie actually came from a rescue organization. And then we try to rescue our warriors. So we say, one leash affects 2 different lives. And with that, if you look at the numbers in law enforcement or first responders, at least 1/3 of your first responders are going to be a veteran. So we just keep touching more and more people. So it's very important to us. It's very close hold to us. And we've lost some very close people in our lives that were involved with K9s for Warriors, and this is our way to kind of try to prevent that. So lowering the rate of first responder suicide is important to us.
If somebody wanted to get involved or possibly look at doing something like Lieutenant Will did, how could they go about doing that? Can they reach out to you guys, or is it you have to be selected for the program kind of thing?
So, to reach out to us, just get on k9sforwarriors.org, fill out the little information request on the station dog page. Or if you're a veteran and you're looking for help, get on k9sforwarriors.org and fill out the application to get a service dog. Even if you're not sure that's something that you want, reach out to us, and then ultimately, if you decide it's not the right course of action for you, we'll help you find some resources that are.
So when Charlie left K9s for Warriors for JSO, is there still involvement, or is Charlie ready to go?
So as soon as Charlie's placed, air quotes, placed with JSO, they're ready to go. The dog is ready to go. We train the handlers how to use the dog, basic obedience and all that kind of stuff. Follow-up support never ends. Obviously I'm here because Lieutenant Will asked me to be here. It's a partnership. It's a long-term partnership for us. It doesn't stop just because we placed a dog. wave goodbye and disappear. And it's the same thing for our warriors. So we believe in customer service, just like you guys do, and it's taking care of family at this point. And I would clarify, a service dog is for a disabled person, one person. A therapy dog, like Charlie, is for the masses. And so they're allowed to do this.
Now, Lieutenant Will, when Charlie is not answering officer-involved shootings, what's a day like for Charlie?
So Charlie will hang out with me at the substation, and she has found a very good spot that she positions herself in where officers all walk by her when they come in. So it maximizes the amount of petting she gets, but she's a very relaxed dog, and she'll just hang out and lay around the substation. And as you can see, yeah, she's just sitting here the whole time. Just a really awesome dog. Perfect for what we wanted her for. Then she comes home to my house. You know, when
I was
I'm
gonna
off.
say your kids must love her.
Yeah, the kids love her, and I've got a Labradoodle, a personal Labradoodle also, and they get along great. So it's been a really great partnership here.